Well, hi Libras, welcome to Quickie Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading, so let's get started. I have shuffled these cards really good. I'm using the Arcanum Tarot deck today. It's nice just to have a change sometimes. They're beautiful cards. They're a little hard to handle because they're really slick. But we're going to use them, and I'm excited about it. This is the Libra. You're the first one I'm doing for the week, so let's get started. Let's find out, what does the universe have for our Libras? What does Libra need to know? Let's take that thumb piece off. What does Libra need to know? For Libras. Libra is sun sign. What do Libras need to know? Please give me more cards for Libra's reading, universe. What is it they need to know? Okay, we have plenty of cards to get started here. All right, so Libras, the overall energy of this reading is the Six of Pentacles. Well, the Six of Pentacles is feeling like you're not being treated fairly, like you're not getting your fair share, or you're not getting, if it's emotional, then you're not getting back what you put in. It's like begging is having to beg for attention or having to beg for money. So let's find out why this is right in the middle of your reading. Up here in your highest energy, the Ace of Cups. That's awesome. That's beautiful. That's runneth over. The cup runneth over with love. It's sitting next to the Queen of Wands. Well, the Queen of Wands, that could mean that you might have some fire in your chart. Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. This Queen of Wands carries that staff of new beginnings. It seems to me you would like a new beginning in love. But it is right next to the Five of Pentacles, which is being alone. It's like what you want is a fresh start, a new beginning with someone. You want love to come in. But right now you are in this Five of Pentacles, which is on your own. So you're on your own. You want love, and you're ready. You're ready to go forward with a relationship, with love. So under the Ace of Cups is the Ten of Wands. Now, Ten of Wands is this burden. That's a burden. It's a heavy burden this person is carrying. Matter of fact, it's so heavy you can see like a couple of wands are starting to slip. So in the readings, the Ten of Wands means this burden is probably cycling out. It doesn't go higher than 10. So after 10, then they start to fall off, okay? So you can see the wands starting to, they're hanging, they're getting ready to drop. They're sitting right next to the Six of Pentacles. The Ace of Cups is right above the Ten of Wands. So it's been a burden not having love in your life. I think you've been a bit worried about it. You're tired. It feels like you're tired of being alone. Tired of doing everything on your own. You want somebody. It sits right next to the Six of Pentacles. So I think this is some this burden here of the Ten of Wands. It's right next to the Six of Pentacles that surrounds the whole reading. So, it's like, see this figure here on the Six of Pentacles? And look at all those hands. They're reaching out. They're like, give me some of that. Give me some of that. This is all in fairness. You're a Libra. Libra is like everything to be fair. It was a huge burden before. Love became a burden. It's with that Ten of Wands sitting right below the Ace of Cups. It was a burden. You weren't being treated fairly. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles, right next to the Six of Pentacles, right under the Five of Pentacles. So this is really slow moving energy. But they carry, look at that huge pentacle that this Knight of Pentacles is carrying. This is security, stability, groundedness. It's like someone is coming in, but very slowly, taking forever to get here. This is someone who wants to offer you a big pentacle. This isn't something that you're going to have to beg for or ask for. It sits next to the Six of Pentacles. This is something that they're taking their time in getting here. The horse is moving very slowly, but they have that pentacle, and that's a big one for you. It's right below the Five of Pentacles, being alone. This is the person, male or female, coming in. It might be Earth energy. It might be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn energy. I have to point that out. And then, under the Ten of Wands over here, we have the Five of Wands. Excuse me. The Five of Wands, that is like mental strife. That is, see the tugging? You know, it's like it's fighting your mind. It's anxiety, stress. That is over this. You know, it's right below that Ten of Wands. Of course, that would be stressful to have to carry all that weight in a love relationship, and I think that's what you've done before. It's right next to the Seven of Pentacles, and this is what I call the card of time, because a lot of work has been put in, okay? And you're waiting. You've been waiting a long time for your pentacles to come to fruition. Well, we have the Knight of Pentacles over here. It's coming to fruition, but it's a very slow process. This Seven of Pentacles sits below the Six of Pentacles, not being treated fairly. That didn't come to fruition. Nothing came to fruition from that past relationship. So that's all you really have to go by. You've been alone since your last relationship. And then we have the Eight of Wands. These are messages. These are messages being sent through the air. I think if this feels like, because the Knight of Pentacles is on the other side, it feels like you're bringing them in. You're bringing him or her in by sending those signals. It's like putting your thoughts out there in the universe. See how in that Eight of Wands, shooting those arrows right towards the sky? It's like shooting your thoughts right up towards the heavens to try to attract what you want in your life. Because you've been waiting. You've been waiting a long time for the right person to come along. You work so hard and on relationships, and it just looks like relationships have not worked out too well for you. But there is someone on the way. Next to the Eight of Wands, there's the Queen of Cups. Now the Queen of Cups is, well, possible water energy, male or female, so that'd be Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. But more than that, the energy of the Queen of Cups is, see how the Queen's looking into that cup? This is the part of the waiting. This is part of the wondering. There has been a lot of questions about love, on whether you'll even receive love, on what it's all about. What does it look like, really? This cup is full of answers. That's why the Queen is not really drinking this cup here. The Queen is just looking into it, because this cup, like I say, is full of answers for those questions. Like, where are they? Are they ever going to show up for me? Then I have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands, that's like, it's like blocking. It's blocking negative thoughts. I feel like with the Eight of Wands down here, and then the Seven of Wands is near this Knight of Pentacles. I feel like you do not want to give up hope. You want to keep believing. You want to keep believing. You don't want the negative thoughts coming in, so you're blocking them. It's like, no. Those thoughts, you you just want to keep them away from you, and you want to shoot your positive thoughts up into the sky so that you can attract what it is that you are desiring. Chariot is right above the Seven of Wands. Chariot is the card for Cancer. More importantly, it's about moving forward and moving forward at a fast pace, leaving the dust behind. This is moving forward from the Five of Pentacles, being alone. It's like this, I think your Knight of Pentacles is showing up pretty soon here. We have the Seven of Wands. You're blocking the negative energy. You're blocking the energy that keeps that Knight of Pentacles away. And you are really shooting out those positive thoughts to the universe. The law of attraction, if you haven't looked into the law of attraction, Jerry and Esther Hicks, they're all over YouTube. On the law of attraction, they've been around for a long time. That's what I see happening here. I see you, it's like, I'm surprised the magician isn't here, but I see you manifesting. I see you pulling this Knight of Pentacles forward. I need more cards for you this reading, please. What else do they need to know? Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, so what we have here, next to the Queen of Cups, we have the Emperor. So the Emperor is the card for Aries, by the way. So Aries, it might be an Aries. You might have Aries in your chart someplace. We have the Queen of Wands up here, which is fire energy. Aries is fire. This is about being stubborn, strong-minded, fixated. It's really hard to change the mind of the Emperor. They like to be in control. They like to be the leader. They're very well liked and well respected. I feel like this is part of your energy because you're not giving up. It looks like you've been through a lot over here and you're not giving up and you're staying fixated. You're being stubborn about, no, I know there's somebody out there for me. There is that special soulmate out there for me. Just think that's your energy. It's right next to the King of Wands and we already have the Queen of Wands. So guess what? I think this is who's coming in. It might be a fire sign, like I said before, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. The King of Wands, holding that staff in new beginnings. Look at this. This is like a soulmate connection. We have the King and the Queen of Wands. This is a very fiery, passionate relationship that's coming in. This Knight of Pentacles also might be an earth sign. You know, the signs aren't what matters. It's the energies. When you feel these energies, you know what it is. But whoever's coming in, there's going to be a strong sexual attraction between the two of you. And it's like they're your soulmate. They might be a twin flame. They might be your twin flame coming in. But it's almost like there was lessons to learn, how, you know, before this person could come in. And I think you've done it. I think you've been through it. So we have the Devil that came up right above the Emperor. I think, now the Devil, that is the card for Capricorn. The energy of this card is toxic. It's like, sometimes it can be drugs or alcohol, something like that, that's toxic, that has interfered in your life. It's right next to the Seven of Wands, blocking negative energy. I feel like there might have been a third-party situation before, and that's part of what you're blocking here, is keeping those negative energies away. The Devil, the toxic energies, it's helping to bring in who you're hoping for. Yeah, you're very determined with this Emperor card being here. You're determined. The Queen of Cups, this is all male or female energy. And then we get up here to the Ten of Cups. Look at this. This is your end card. Oh gosh, that's beautiful. You're heading right toward, remember you were moving forward really fast out of this being single energy, right towards love, commitment, family. This person who's coming in, you're going to know it when you meet them. When they finally come in, they are so slow to get here. But, you know, the universe works in mysterious ways. And that is exactly what's happened here. So Libra, I would definitely expect, my readings don't usually go out longer than, say, 6 months. There is someone coming in for you. If you have, like, stuck to your guns, you're not letting the past get you down, because you're blocking that past energy here, and putting out thoughts to the universe about what you want, not what you don't want. Put the thoughts out what you want, and you're bringing it in. So Libra, this is your reading, and thank you for watching Quickie Tarot.